You'd better not try anything.
Quit sneaking, okay?
You know I can see you, right?
Put that technology away.
You're not very good at sneaking.
Yeah, what do you want? Not now.
You shouldn't stand around talking about these things.
Another time, yeah?
Not now. You should come with me. See something more than Goliath.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up, I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about.
Nah. What do you want here?
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid, with all the fighting we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed bitterly, which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need, but it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure ELEX, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt, yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say ELEX makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about ELEX withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
Not now.
I'm watching.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
Careful. You know I could get you exiled for even asking about that.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course, of course. I can offer you ELEX if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here.
Is there anything else you don't like about berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair. They help those around them, and there's the wonder that is berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them, is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I don't need anyone, or any faction.
An outlaw in the making if I ever heard one. But I'd think again. At some point, you'll need to choose a side.
Did someone tell you you could come in here? Put that thing down.
Yes? Go and find a trader. They'll talk to you.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Don't try selling religion.
Religion? That is for the clerics. I have no belief except that we should save our planet. This is the Mana Shrine, where ELEX is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all ELEX will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from ELEX can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of ELEX. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
I was an alb, but I'm free from ELEX now.
Then you are an alb no more. It is ELEX that turns a man into an alb. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. You have told me who you were. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same struggle. It is the struggle Magalan suffers from too. She is dosed with ELEX. She has it in her veins as you did. But Magalan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the lure of ELEX to your bones, the power it offers. Resist it. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of ELEX, and I will be forced to report you. If this world gives in to ELEX, it will consume us all.
You're comfortable with an alb living in Goliath?
An alb is a man who has become a slave to ELEX. It seems to me that you have freed yourself. That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written laws, it is central to our beliefs and to me that we should give all those who want it a second chance. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance. Are you willing to do this?
What are the laws?
The laws were laid down by Amrek when he founded the Berserkers. But what matters is the spirit of the law. Protect Magalan. That is what Amrek truly intended when he founded the Berserkers. Whatever words and interpretations have been added to Amrek's words, it is Magalan's future that counts above all.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As Amrek said, our hope for Magalan is that all ELEX shall become Mana, that from Mana Magalan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the ELEX to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
So, how do you transform ELEX?
Transmute. We transmute ELEX. We place the ELEX in the mana shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the ELEX passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by ELEX close to the shrine, you can feel it.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Alb's machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do, the heart of the berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from ELEX to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like ELEX?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their ELEX. And we use a lot less. Most of the ELEX we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
Will you trade me some mana for ELEX?
Gladly.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
You know I can see you, right?
Watch it there! I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.
What's so good about the armor you supply?
Quality, skill, years of practice technique. And as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible for different equipment. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges to a warrior or a paladin. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for working in the fields. But a warrior's armor must be robust, better able to absorb damage during combat.
Can I get some of this armor?
I am only authorized to hand out equipment to anyone who has earned it. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin. That armor goes with that rank and that honor. So, if you want a set of it, you'll have to work to earn it.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Another damned outsider. We ought to lock you up until we can ship you back to where you came from.
Are you going to take me back to Zakor yourself?
Zakor? What? You think you're an alb? You don't look like one of those jumped-up ELEX junkies. But if you want to be an alb, you can die like an alb. I'll get you, asshole.
Sneaking around. I can see you, idiot.
Hey, watch it there! You think... What? Big...
Another damned outsider. What? You don't look... But if you want to be an alb, you can die like an alb. I'll get you, asshole. Another What? You... But I'll get you, asshole. Another... You... But I'll get you, asshole. Put that weapon away.
Stay alert out there.
What goods have you got?
Understood. quit sneaking around. Curiosity can get you killed. It's about time. Not now.
Another one? I swear if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust, we'd all be clerics. What are you seeking here, stranger? Safety? A new start? Meaning? All those things can be offered to those who accept our laws.
Who are you?
My name is Angram. It is my duty, along with the other warlords, to ensure the laws are kept and the Berserker way preserved. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan is working to help Magalan. Stick to the laws, respect our ways, and you will find Goliath welcoming. Break the laws, show contempt, and punishment will follow. You will have a fair chance here if you understand that.
Who are the Berserkers?
They're everyone you've seen in this town, and anyone beyond who believes this world can be saved. Do you want to believe that? That there's a hope? We don't need gods or machines. That forest out there, that grew from wasteland in just 200 years, from seed to tree, we are a new beginning for all.
What do you think about the clerics or the Alps?
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood and governed by superstition. The clerics speak of God, but they worship their machines. And never forget that their blessed religion gave birth to the Alps. ELEX corrupts all it touches. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves, but they believe in mankind.
Can't you use technology to help nature?
Technology is an addiction. First one machine, then another and another. It is better to live without that temptation. It's persuading the weak-minded of that. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is pulling in recruits. Even now, I know there is someone here in Goliath spreading the lie of the machine. They are preaching that technology will be our salvation. This damned cleric must be found and stopped.
About the cleric.
Who's prowling around out there? Do not do that again.
Don't do that again.
Why are you playing around with that tech here? You must know it's banned.
Don't think you can steal anything here.
We'll talk later, yeah?
You have things to do. Go and do them.
You seem worried.
Whatever you say, the world hearts are changing the face of Magalan.
If you don't try, you don't win.
There were millions of people on this planet using technology that is lost to us now.
Some things are better off buried.
What? Where?
Well, if you believe what they say, then the past was very different from today.
We need to show greater resolve if we're to defeat them.
Whatever you say, the world hearts are changing the face of Magalan.
They saw the Alb unit, pissed themselves, and ran.
There are always patrols out, so it is hard to get there.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
Well, if you believe what they say, then the past was very different from today.
Do you need me to explain that again?
That is illogical.
You should learn more about it before you express an opinion.
There were too many of them ready for us.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
If we don't work together, we won't stand a chance.
They saw the Alb unit, pissed themselves, and ran.
You should listen to your instincts.
If you don't try, you don't win.
Think, then act. That is my advice.
I would have approached the situation differently.
Some things are better off buried.
The Albs killed both his parents and his sister.
I don't know enough about that.
Well, the Hort's defenses have never been breached.
There's more to all of this, I'm sure.
Yes, I think we can do
your
that.
Technology out of sight or there'll be trouble. No, that isn't what I heard about it.
Well, the Hort's defenses have never been breached.
There are always patrols out, so it is hard to get there.
should talk to someone else. I can't help you. Who's out there?
Are you looking for something?
Not now.
So, what can I do to earn my stay?
Can you handle a weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
You're short of people?
Everyone's lost people to the Albs. Workers, cultivators, warriors. They're all looking for more hands. You'll need to earn your place. But there are tasks for all hands. And the shards to pay for them.
You use shards as money?
What else are you going to use? Everyone uses ELEX as money. And don't start on with trying to barter your way with raptor shit. You'll need ELEX or decent old world scrap if you want to make a deal. Wait, one moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
You're going to get drunk on guard duty?
It'll take more beer than you can carry to go to my head. Come on, I'm stuck here. Least you can do is get me a pint.
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Ah, now I really need a drink. All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Is someone there? Are you lost? Can I do something for you?
Teach me something.
Of course. Why did you wake me up?
It sounds like these supply problems are getting you down.
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Outlaws and clerics stealing some of what we do send.
Yes, it's not just you. I had my armor stolen by an outlaw.
Outlaws. The one thing you can trust them to do is to steal things.
And do you know where they take the things they've stolen?
Well, if they're true outlaws, there is only one place they'll take them. Straight to Tavar and a share of the profit.
Interesting to know. Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
All the creatures out there makes it way
Are you
too
completely
dangerous.
sure? I mean, yeah, what the fuck?
I'll see you later.
He wouldn't have been punished for that in the past, but his mistake, and now he's in real trouble.
Yeah, it needs to be totally reworked. If you can get the
Not
spares.
again. Is that so?
That's all he ever talks about.
Are you serious?
I'm watching you.
Tell me. Tell me. Edan is different to the other places I've been.
Well, there you have me beaten. I've never left Edan, but from what I've been told, the comet scorched the ground and what didn't die was poisoned by ELEX. It's only here that the world is growing again. Generations of berserkers have worked hard to make this place. And now we have the world hearts. The other lands should be welcoming us. They should be begging us to come and heal the world instead of attacking us.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
The supplies. Be ready in case they return.
Quit messing around with that gizmo,
You
will
must
ya?
be joking.
He's joined us, you know?
Just watch out for those damned albs. There's still some of them out there.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
Get something to drink first.
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
How about you pay me and give your word?
Are you looking for a fight? Because you've got one.
You know I can see you, right?
Hey, is someone there?
And what are you doing? May the sun shine on you.
What was that?
Why did you wake me up?
You should think about leaving.
To run, you must have been afraid. You were right to be afraid. There. What happened to that big mouth of yours? Swollen shut now, is it?
Drogue, time you learn to keep that mouth shut.
And you're the one to shut it, are you?
Who's prowling around out there?
Don't
There's
do that
nothing.
again.
Do not do that again. Who's prowling around out there?
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another problem with food supplies?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What does Jorah have to do with this?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more, it comes back to me to resolve this directly. Then, there won't be any more escorts for the deliveries. The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
A troll killed your men?
Good men. I've fought beside some of them. Being eaten alive was not the fate they deserved. I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem herself. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans for help. The Ison clan will no longer risk lives for fish and meat.
Don't do that again!
There's nothing here for you. Get out of here! Do not do that again. Who's... No, not now.
Who's sneaking around out here?
What is wrong now?
Why did you wake me up?
I spoke to Angram.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
Is Angram the only person you can ask?
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of escorting my supplies. But you're right. Maybe it's time to speak to one of the other clans. If the Ison clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows? Or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angram send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angram. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I'd got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade. Me. I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Not now. Take your business elsewhere.
You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you?
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the ELEX technology in Goliath?
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give ELEX weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjuter. Haven't you seen one before?
I've seen one. I've seen several. It's ELEX technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an alb. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other ELEX technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected ELEX technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for ELEX than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the ELEX from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
The pit?
That's where we take all forbidden technology. Once the ELEX has been extracted there, it goes to the mana shrine, and the junk left over goes down into the pit. We cure the soil of ELEX's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
So if you need ELEX, why do you want to get rid of it?
Amrek's paradox. We are told ELEX is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
Why should I help you?
I understand. There is a war on. But we must all work together to end it. Please, just hear me out. You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That alb converter?
What about it?
The albs built it to refine ELEX here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the ELEX in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high ELEX concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing ELEX into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The world hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
If ELEX is so bad, why do you trade using ELEXit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's ELEX, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my ELEXit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magalan pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic, why would you want technology? So the Alps pump ELEX into themselves, the clerics feed it to machines, and we transmute it into magic.
ELEX has given the Alps strength.
You think? Maybe. I don't know, they're a mystery to me. Most people know the Alps split from the clerics, but I don't know anyone who knows why they split from them. They have a love of ELEX, a need for it, but as to why, if we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Alps.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes. Yes, now there is something I don't understand.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
What? What do you want? And you're here for what?
About these rarities.
Yes?
Want to buy some cleric's weapons?
Are you crazy? That's way too hot for me to handle. You get caught with those, and you can dig your own grave, and a grave for anyone connected to you. My advice, you get rid of that stuff as fast as you can. And take this to help you remember. If anyone asks, I never heard of any weapons, right?
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade.
Who is prowling around here? Who is prowling around here?
You know I can see you, right?
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. ELEX corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of ELEX disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the ELEX?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking is uncertainty. The searches for him and the ELEX have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the ELEX.
I can find Kral for you, for a price.
Honest labor deserves reward. I can put in a good word for you with the warlords. Then, if you decide to join us, that will open the way for you. If it is shards that would help motivate you, then I can offer you payment. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will you help me?
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliad. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
Who's prowling around up there? Who's prowling around up there?
Not now. Take your business elsewhere.
No, you won't get my help right now. I don't have any time right now.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
Tell me.
He's never earned an honest shard in his life.
Nobody listens to me.
Don't ask me what that was about.
That's what I said.
Hey, what? What do you want?
It allows you to earn a few shards, and that's what makes it worthwhile.
Well, the dude took the fort from Bloody Baxter.
What an ass. He should have known that.
Get something to drink first.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days.
It allows you to earn a few shards, and that's what makes it worthwhile.
Really?
I can't imagine that. Well, I can, but...
Talk, that's all he is.
I'm sorry. Unless this is official business, you should
Yeah, it
move
needs to
on.
be totally reworked. If you can get the spares.
Do you believe that? Really believe it?
It's his own fault.
I'll see you later.
Are you serious?
It can't end like this.
How do we move on from here?
Talk, that's all he is.
He wouldn't have been punished for that in the past.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
Don't listen to those sorts of comments.
Today's
They'll
the
land
day
you in
things
it.
change, my friend. Today is the day when a chance was taken, that the door to victory was opened.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the future of Magalan. This world will grow again, across all the lands. I'm talking about the safety of Goliad and all who live here. A fair chance to turn the battle. These albs will be in for a shock, and once the way is shown, all berserkers will follow.
It's his own fault. Really?
You should put that away. Technology will get you into trouble here.
I am going, all right?
The world is changing. We must all...
It allows you to earn a few shards, and that's what makes it worthwhile.
Someone has to lead this bunch of slobs.
Good day to you.
Someone has to lead this bunch of slobs.
Not now. Don't think you can steal anything here.
Go and bother someone else.
This area's restricted. No entry.
What is this place?
This is the pit. Any ELEX, any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there, move along. No entry. You'll need authorization to get in here. No entry. You'll need authorization to get in here.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be. Yeah, that's a real issue. We have to fix that. Well, well.
Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove.
You four? What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the crash site?
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. U4 unit attempted return to repair station.
Do I look dead to you?
Assessing. I calculate the odds of my commanding unit remaining alive are 5.2%. Failure of your mission will lead to execution.
Yeah? Well, they tried that, and they failed. You're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your ELEX. Are you able to come with me?
System error. Failure of. System error.
Identify system error.
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapons are offline. Primary control system impaired.
Can you repair yourself?
Analyzing. Negative. No repair possible at this location.
Yeah, that would be too easy. Status report of our last mission goals.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status, failed. Secondary goal. Secure data describing transmutation process of pure ELEX into mana. Mission status, failed. Tertiary goal, scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defenses. Mission status, failed.
Well, that was a success, huh?
Negative, commanding unit status, privileges revoked. Execution ordered as a result of mission failure.
Why did you leave the crash site?
This unit was offline for 1,043 seconds. On recovery, U-4 could not locate the commander. My objectives were to complete the mission or return to base. System error.
Then you don't know anything about my execution?
Analyzing. Negative. Executions are standard ALB operating procedure for mission failure. Failure is not tolerated. It is against the directive.
So they say.
But executions end with death. Assumption. Commander must be using rare example of ALB humor.
Yes. I'm joking, U4. I mean, who would want to kill the great Commander Jax? What do you need to complete repairs? This location isn't safe.
Identifying. Nearest automated repair station is in North Abessa.
Then go. But U4, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died in the crash. I will meet you at the repair station in Abessa.
Will you just leave? Now, get out of here. You asked for it. No entry. You'll need authorization to get in here.
Are you looking for something?
He's been bothering me with that for days now.
You have been told.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade.
I'm staying out of it. I'll meet you again later on.
You're new here, right? You're an incomer? Tell me, what do you think about our laws? Do you think they should be strict or just used as guidelines?
What laws?
You don't know of our laws? It's time you had an education.
Why are you asking me about laws?
Well, you're not one of us. And it's surprising to me that you don't know of our laws. Listen, can I ask you a favor? As an outsider, you're not bound by our laws. Not as much as a true berserker.
Who are you?
My name is Ornir. I'm one of the workers at the pit. We decommission forbidden technology here, making Magaland safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
What help do you need?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around outside town, down that path near the gate. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment we throw down there into the pit. If it is really one, then he has to disappear.
Why would an outlaw be down there?
Stealing. Stealing, of course. Bastards want nothing else but to make themselves rich. And the pit is where we throw all the bits of technology once they've had the ELEX removed. Worthless to us, but an outlaw? Well, they'd try and sell maggots to a corpse, wouldn't they?
Why don't you tell the guards?
No, if that's a real outlaw, they couldn't deal with it. They're not top-notch, that's why they're here, not on the front line. No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but you look like you can handle yourself.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Kill him. The outlaw. I'd recommend you do it from a distance. Don't get close. I'm certain he's up to something.
So, why don't you take care of it?
Well, I'm not allowed to leave here. I've got to do things. I'm a technical expert. Angram wouldn't want me to endanger myself. I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The ELEX would be out. The law would be satisfied, but... Look, Angram's already watching. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
I will take care of the outlaw.
Good. Great. Thanks. I saw him by the cliff outside the gate into Goliath. You know, below the pit. You should check around there.
Quit messing around with that gizmo, will you?